I've been in the diamond business for 42 years. I know I don't look it, maybe 20, but this is episode 113, and we are going to take on a big debate in the diamond industry with episode 113. That's 113, by the way, of our Hard Truth Diamond podcast, and we're going to deal with the hard truth. What's more important when it comes to a diamond? Does size count, or is it the value? And so this week, we're going to take on size.
Yes, we
with
are.
With all the news about this second largest diamond ever found, which I have a couple of insights I want to share. And we're going to do a countdown of the top 10 biggest diamonds ever found in the world.
Amazing. We cannot wait to show you, or actually tell you, because we can't even show you guys, but we can't wait to go through the list of the top 10. So.
And.
Yes.
All the way up to 1. And the question becomes, is it the most valuable? And if you tune in next week, we're taking on the top 10 most expensive diamonds ever sold in the world.
Ooh,
and
yes.
see where the overlap is.
Okay.
So is it quality or is it size? We're going to settle the debate.
Yeah, let's settle it.
Should be fun.
Yes.
Right? Because a lot of girls think size counts, apparently.
Size does count, because at the end of the day, you're over there and you're displaying it on your ring.
Well, and I think this is one of the things when we talk about this that has given the laboratory-grown diamond industry so much leverage.
Oh, definitely.
I really think the industry misunderstood or miscalculated or made a big mistake by thinking that because it comes out of the mine, particularly with all the issues the mines have had, from pollution to unethical decisions to, De Beers was charged with one of the Canadian mines, was criminally charged apparently for poisoning the ground with mercury.
Oh, wow.
And they knew it was mercury, but these big companies don't care. Who do they sue? No one gets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was a miscalculation by the laboratory or by the mine diamond industry.
Wow.
Apparently size counts.
Yes, that is correct.
Bigger,
Size
more
does
beautiful
count.
is better, and it's changed the whole industry. But let's go back
Okay.
and start with number 10.
Let's do it.
Why don't you do it? I know you're fascinated
Yeah.
by
So
this
of
sort
course we are going to be starting with number 10.
But you love
that.
the name of this diamond.
Yes, it is called the Millennium. Of course, I had to mess that up. Millennium
Is it
Star.
Millennium?
Yeah, Millennium Star
The
diamond.
Millennium Star. Oh, yes, right, of course.
Coming in at 777 carats. Now, get this. So the diamond was originally found in Mbuji-Mayi. I could be saying that wrong. I do apologize. That's a mine in the Democratic Republic of Congo in 1990. So it has some interesting experiences in history. One of them was a story that it was in a near robbery when it was displayed as part of the exhibition in London's Millennium Dome.
Right.
So that is kind of cool. And coming in at number 10, it's still a big ring at 777 carats.
And think of carats like this. If you want to know, there's 5 carats in a gram.
Right.
So we're talking, already some very big, very heavy diamonds.
Oh, yes,
and
we
that's
are.
number 10.
Ooh.
The Republic of Congo was one of the worst blood diamond places, if you recall.
Yes.
At the time. And yet this diamond, because of its large, unique size, is well known throughout the world. But what's the value?
Oh, value. Oh, did we even get the value on that?
We're going to do the values next week.
So we're not going to tell you all the value right now, but could you imagine, bing, 777 carats on a finger? I'd be like, check that out.
It's not going on anybody's finger.
It would be heavy, though. I'd be like carrying it around.
I've gone to these gem shows around the world where there will be cut diamonds of 200 carats, like it's a normal thing.
Yeah.
And it's like having a big golf ball in your hand.
Yeah, it's pretty
right?
large.
These are massive, massive. Really what they are is rocks. And when we get to the last 2 today, that is somewhere that we're going to see really the difference that quality makes.
Oh,
I
of
think,
course. Yes.
right?
Quality.
And
yes.
nobody else knows what I know. And remember this, the office to one of those diamonds, the second biggest,
Yep.
is 400 yards from where we're sitting right now.
Yes.
So
And a
we
lot of
could be
people do
getting
not know
insider
that.
information.
We need to speak more about that as well so we can educate people who watch because they're not given enough credit. And a lot of these diamonds that are found were found from them.
That's right.
So let's move on.
Let's move on to number 9.
Number 9. Go ahead with number 9.
Oh, I get to read the name?
Yes, you can.
The Constellation Diamond?
Yes.
And you'll find a lot of diamonds. A lot of diamonds are about stars. And,
Yeah.
you know, we're going to get to the Star Leone shortly, which
Yes.
is this incredible stone.
So, of course, with that diamond, it's coming in at 812 carats.
Now, this is number 9.
Number 9, yes.
And this diamond was also found
By,
Lucara Diamonds,
yes.
400 yards away. Their mines are all over the world, but these are Canadian-based companies.
Yes.
For all you Americans, and look, most of our clients are in the U.S.
Yeah.
Most of any big diamond company's clients are in the U.S. I would say we do 90% of our business there. And they always go, well, why are you in Vancouver? We have offices in New York. We ship all over the world. We're looking at now opening full-time in Mumbai. But the reason is this is ground zero in the world. These are all secondary markets.
Yeah,
the
that is
New
correct.
York market and the LA market. And so we're where it happens. We're where the mines are. We're where the offices are. And we're where the Constellation Diamond was for sure.
Yeah. I know, it's incredible. It's very incredible to say that we are here, right here in Vancouver, British Columbia. So we definitely have to, show the representation and put us on the map for sure.
And for the dealing with the source, one of the things we're going to be talking about more and more is buying from the source. I was
Yes.
reading an article this morning about luxury in the diamond industry being many, many things.
Yeah.
But does it have to be expensive? There used to be a time when Harry Winston was around, who's the greatest jeweler ever.
Yeah.
By far, Harry Winston stores are still all over the place. And Harry always focused, like we do, on owning the world's most beautiful diamonds, that it
Yes.
was the currency. And today, more than ever, that's the currency. But the question becomes, why pay middlemen and jewelers for $1 million diamond that you're going to put in, $600 worth of gold?
Right.
And because of a brand, and pay double for the stone or triple for the stone.
Yeah.
Those days, I think what we're looking at now is intelligent luxury, and we're going to be talking a lot more about that and what it is, whether you're getting a diamond for a baby's christening or you're getting a rare, beautiful colored diamond for a financial investment.
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
move on.
Okay,
we're
I love
down
that.
to number 7 now.
Number
Number
8. You can do number 8.
Incomparable.
Incomparable diamond coming in at 890 carats.
890 carats. So
Yes,
how
and-
many grams? Hey, Siri.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
What is 890 divided by 5?
890 divided by 5 is 178.
That's 178 grams
Wow.
of diamonds.
Yes.
What other things weigh 178 grams? You guys can Google this to
Yeah.
give you an idea. I don't know if you've ever Googled this, but I sit around 178 grams.
Well, let's talk about the story about that diamond. 'Cause
Sure.
that's a really fascinating story.
Are we going to romance the stone? Is that what we're going to do?
Actually, it's not really a romantic story, to be honest. It was found in the early 1980s by a young Congolese girl, I believe that's how you
right.
say it.
That's
She
right.
discovered this massive diamond, and it was sold to a local diamond shop at the time. Then it was shipped out to Belgium, where it was crafted for 4 years.
Where I had an office
Right.
for 15 years. And it was in those days. And I'm just going to fill in sort of some of the interesting information spots that I know, because I know way more than I should.
Which is great.
But Antwerp, Belgium, for 450 years was the center of the diamond universe.
Yes, that was.
And what I read about this Congolese young lady. What was she, 10 or 11?
She was young. They didn't really say the
she was
age.
a very young girl, found this diamond. You got to wonder what she got for the diamond.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Right? So,
But we're talking in the early 1980s, so she could have probably got nothing.
So the lovely Neha, when we come back next week, let's make a note to make sure we find out these details.
Oh, I love that.
Because the Millennium Diamond, which
Yeah.
was a big De Beers find.
Yes.
I know the farmer who found it on his property got $25,000 US.
You know him personally?
I know a person, I used to employ a person who's still a great friend of mine,
Yeah.
who was a De Beers representative
Yeah.
that was sitting at the bench in Africa because De Beers would send in their employees with cash
Yeah.
to buy these diamonds.
Wow.
And he was at the table
Yeah.
when the farmer walked up to the table with this massive stone, the Millennium Diamond, the De Beers diamond. It's worth about 200 million US. The farmer got 25,000 for the stone.
Wow. Well, do you think that that was fair for that price?
No,
Yeah.
not even close.
But I do love how we can do follow-up stories about how these people found these diamonds and what they got in return.
Right?
Yeah. So if we can find, an update and all that, I would love to provide an update on these people who were able to find
Next
the
week we're going
diamonds.
to talk about the prices.
So stay
and
tuned.
some of them will shock you.
Oh, yes,
And
they
some
will.
stones we're not going to get prices on.
Right. Yes.
Will shock you.
Yep.
And why?
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
So let's go ahead. Coming in at number 7.
The Lesotho.
Yeah, the Lesotho Legend Diamond coming in at 910 carats. So I really like this name because it did make it on the list for the largest diamonds in the world. And it was discovered in South Africa in 2018 at the Lessing mine.
That's right.
Yes. And it has been a collection of the Lesotho Legend diamonds.
So here's the thing. Now we're getting into where the diamond industry becomes involved because the Lesotho is no longer that big, heavy diamond.
Right.
And for profits, and remember this when we get to number 2. Okay, the industry isn't interested in, impressing you. What these companies, these big companies that mine these diamonds or acquire these diamonds, Lesotho was bought by a jeweler for $40 million
Ooh.
and then cut up
Oh, yes, it
into
was.
smaller stones.
Yeah.
Because there used to be a time when diamonds would sit and great cutters like Tucholsky, and you can Google the Tucholsky diamond cut, would examine a stone for weeks and months before making that first cleave. And in those days, there was no laser cutting, there was no technology like there is today.
Yeah.
And so these stones were examined for ages before the cutter would make the first cleave into the stone, which is basically separating the grains. Diamonds have a grain like a piece of wood does. From there, though, what would happen is technology moved forward. Now you can take these large diamonds, set them on a platform, have lasers go all throughout the stone, identify the inclusions, and map out. Can you imagine the technology's changed this much?
Of course.
Exactly how to cut the stone, what you're going to get, what the grades will be, what the colors will be, and provide you a guideline to cut them, and then you use lasers to cut the diamond.
I know. It's incredible.
It's incredible.
How technology has evolved.
So they can really understand clearly how to profit from a diamond. And the Lesotho, they profit it by cutting it up. I believe it was into 40 stones.
Yes, was it 40 stones? I think it was about 40 stones, but they added it to the collection when they had cut it.
Yeah.
When they cut it. Yes.
No, I think I have that correct. Do I? Let me just check my notes.
Yeah.
Sorry, 40 million,
67. Yes,
smaller
we got the
diamonds.
numbers switched up there.
So there. Now you know.
Now you know.
67 small
67.
diamonds.
That would be nice. Okay, we're going to be coming in to number 6, the Star of Sierra Leone Diamond. And I love this name. It's coming in at 969 carats. And it was discovered on Valentine's Day in 1972. So
beautiful.
I love it. I love the
That's
name. I love when it was found.
So
And
romantic.
of course, it was later sold to Mr. Harry Winston himself for approximately $2.5 million.
And that stone today is one of these diamonds that may well be priceless in the marketplace.
But didn't they cut it up to 17 smaller diamonds?
That's what I'm sorry. No, you sort of caught me off guard.
Sorry.
If the stone in that time, 2.5 million,
Yeah.
yes, it was recut like most of the ones we're going to talk about
Yeah.
now were. But today, to buy that diamond
the
would
value.
be almost priceless.
Yes. Okay, that's what we're
Okay.
talking about.
Those are Harry Winston dollars.
Right. So not really too much about that one. Beautiful name.
We got to hurry though.
Not
'cause-
really a great story.
'cause I
Okay,
wanna
would you
get
like
to
to do
the
number
two
5?
biggest.
Yeah, we're on number 5.
Yep.
Coming in at number 5,
Zhuang.
diamond.
The Zhuang's the mine is one of the biggest mines in the world. It's in
Yes.
Botswana.
Yeah,
Are you
Botswana.
impressed I know this?
I love this.
Because I
He
haven't
is
really reviewed the notes like you have.
I know. But
Right?
it's coming in at
But the Zhuang
1,098 carats, so we do have to say how big that one is. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, anything else you want to share about that?
No,
stone?
that was it. That was
Let's
it.
move on. Let's go with the
Number 4. Coming in at number 4.
fuck.
D.
I don't know this.
I think
stone.
it's La City La
City
Rona.
La Rona. Yeah.
Yeah, La City La Rona diamond coming in at 1,109 carats. And it did make the entry of the 10 largest diamonds by Lucara.
So let's start that over, Judy. Can
Okay.
you edit that part? Sorry,
Number
I
and
just
4.
read the. I knew this.
Okay, so I'll say coming in at number 4, and then you say
Yes.
it. Okay. Coming in at number 4.
Is La City La Rona diamond.
Yeah.
Which, again, thank you, Canada. Now, the only mines in North America are in northern Canada. Okay. Their offices are here in Vancouver. This is a diamond center unparalleled.
Definitely.
You know, these offices are literally blocks away from where we're sitting, representing the biggest mines and access to their goods and the knowledge. But these diamonds are found all over the world
Of course.
by the leading mining companies in the world. And Lucara is that company. So again, here we have Lucara diamonds. This is number 3 or 4, the biggest diamonds in the world.
Definitely.
Okay.
So-
Jinx.
Before you move
You have
on,
to buy me a Coke. Is that what it is? A Coke?
is it? I don't know. But I wanted to say the carats on that diamond is 1,109 carats. So we are moving up on the list of the sizes of diamonds.
Crazy.
Yes. So let's go ahead with number 3. Did you have anything more to add for number 4?
No, I think the fact that it's mined in Africa, but
Yeah.
the mine is controlled by Canada.
Ooh,
Canada,
corrective
by
toothpaste.
Vancouver, really, which is where we are.
Yeah.
And this is, again, I have to stress, this is the center of the diamond universe.
Yes. So
Right?
now we're sticking with that with number 3, the Sewello diamond, also was discovered by Lucara. So we
Right.
got to give a huge shout out to them. And I wanted to also mention the name Sewello means rare find.
Isn't that beautiful?
I know, it's a beautiful name.
There's so many beautiful things about today.
But the coolest thing about that diamond coming in at number 3, it has a layer of black carbon on the diamond. Oh, and that one is 1,758 carats, this diamond. It's a
Wow.
nice big diamond, and Louis
Big
Vuitton did
rock.
acquire full ownership of this
But
diamond.
does it matter in terms of prices? This is what we come down to. What are the most expensive diamonds? I know you really like this stone.
Yeah, I do.
I really like this stone.
Yeah.
But what's the value of the stone? Let's move to number 2. when
Number
we talk
2.
about this. So the world has been inundated
Yes.
with this diamond.
Uh-huh. I love
Okay, they named it so far. I believe it will be renamed, but it's the Kawi diamond.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing that properly?
Yes, I believe that is right.
Yeah, I do pretty good with that.
Yeah, he
right?
does, he does.
You know what I do?
What do you do?
I ask Google how to pronounce it. And they tell me.
Google
And
Translate.
it's funny, if you guys Google it yourself and go
Yeah.
look at companies, they'll give you all different ways to pronounce it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm right about this.
Yes.
And this is the diamond that's been sweeping the news
Mm-hmm.
at 2,400 and some carats. Does it really matter after that? Now, you're hearing it here first. And when we move to number one, we're going
Yes.
to talk about this as well. But number two, that sounds wrong somehow.
Number 2. Well, we're talking about number 2 on a list. Don't have a
Number
dirty
two-
mind there.
Number 2 is a bit shittier of a. Should I say? I can't say
Oh, my
that. Can I?
goodness.
Well, they're not going to cut it.
You segued right into that one.
Hey,
You
they're
segued
not
into
going
that.
to I don't believe they're going to cut this stone, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to, the industry being the industry, is going to give you all these reasons why they're not going to cut it.
Okay.
I don't believe it's going to be cut for one reason. When I looked at that piece of rough, even from my desk here, high atop the beautiful Marriott Pinnacle Hotel in downtown Vancouver, you gotta. Can we edit that burp out? Do we edit burps out? Like, sorry.
It's okay. We all have reflexes.
Is I looked at it and I thought that diamond is not good enough to cut.
I hope they don't cut it.
Why?
Because
Why?
when we're talking about value, size does matter.
Yes.
But obviously value matters as well.
Right.
And because this number 2 diamond coming in, or number 2 on the list,
When you say number 2 diamond on the list, it certainly has a different meaning now.
well, it's okay because if you are, out diamonds are coming out, it works well. Number 2 diamonds, you said I don't know if we're allowed to say that word, but it's a lot of mumbo
When
jumbo
I was
here.
in grade school, I had to raise a finger to go to the bathroom, number 1 or number 2. This
So
is
you were
number
like,
2
number
for
1.
a couple
Number
of
2.
reasons.
But I don't think that they should cut that diamond because of the value that it provides. And we'll talk about value at our next episode, but also just the clarity and the size of it and what it could bring as the time goes by.
Well,
The aging of
that's
it.
going to have to be, I believe, what they're going to have to count on. Because remember,
Yeah.
if it's worth more cut, they're cutting it.
True.
Lucara is a public company. They have an onus to their investors
Right.
to make maximum profits from what they do. And if that diamond's worth more, and I'm just going right now off of what I saw when I saw the stone.
Yeah.
Check it out, you guys. And
Yes.
then they announced yesterday that they may not cut it. And I can tell you what the process has been.
Yeah.
They've taken the diamond, they put it on that platform I told you about. They've shot the lasers through. They've now done the math. They've gotten all the media they can possibly get from
Yes.
it.
They're creating so much
And
buzz.
it's worth more
Yeah.
uncut.
Yes.
Which means the dollar value will not be the value. Remember,
Right.
when they announced it, and look, we're here to provide backstage in the diamond industry. We're not going to tell you the other BS. I hate to use another
It's okay.
poo word, but the other
That's BS. That's all
the
you can
other
say.
BS that companies are going to tell you. Look,
Yeah.
you know what happened? You can check this for yourself.
Yeah.
As soon as they announced the diamond, their stock went up.
Of course.
Right? Like
Definitely.
they thought they had like number 1 or this it's a couple of we've talked about. They
Yeah.
thought they had something that could be recut and make real money.
Right.
I never did. I didn't. When I saw the first images, the diamond seemed darker to me
Right.
and included to me. It was the feeling that I had. And now it looks like, once again,
Right.
I'm the diamond stud. Once again,
The
I'm
diamond
giving
stud.
you information other people don't know.
Yes.
I say they don't cut it. I say the hype brought the stock up.
Yes, it
I'd
did.
say you're going to see it go back down again. And that's because of what's going on in the mine diamond
No, I
industry.
agree. I agree. Yeah.
So there.
There we go.
I'm good,
so
right?
You are good. I'm loving this.
Not as cute and charming as I normally am today.
You are very cute and charming
Oh, am
today.
I?
Yes,
Okay.
but you didn't wear a colorful shirt, so your muscles aren't
Well,
popping
I
out
thought
today.
after last week we should give everybody a break on the color
Oh,
thing.
okay. Well, I'm a always continue with the colors because I'm a
You just
colorful
do
girl.
you, okay? That's all
I'm
we're
shining
looking
bright.
for.
But let's come in at number 1. If you guys didn't know, or you guys already know, it is the
Cullinan Diamond.
exactly.
AKA
Ooh, ooh.
the biggest, most important part of the crown jewels of England.
That is correct. And coming in at the carats, I'll let you do the
Isn't it
honors.
3,500. It's a pound and a half.
Yes,
of diamonds.
it's huge.
Okay, I'm going to switch from metric.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about England now.
Okay.
Okay, we're switching off of metric, and it's a pound and a half of diamonds.
Yes.
Now I can't
Huge.
remember off the top of my head, but these diamonds are D-color. These diamonds are beautiful. These diamonds out of this piece of rough is going to make it some of the most beautiful diamonds in the world. They're in the crown, they're in the scepter, you know, that magnificent scepter.
Yes.
I visited the Tower of London
Yep.
to check these things out.
Ooh.
It was amazing.
Yes.
Again, a personal insight, I don't think what they're showing is the actual crown jewels. I think they're somewhere off in a vault
Of course,
somewhere.
because you never know who's going to come in there and try to snag that out.
So I haven't looked into this yet, but I
Yeah.
can tell you this. The Cullinan,
Yes.
the stones that were cut, do we have notes on how many were cut? It was 3,106 carats.
Yes.
I was right? Like
You were right. You were right. It shows the diamond was cut in 2, and then it shows you
the
1,
Cullinan
2,
1,
3.
the Cullinan 2, the Cullinan 3, the Cullinan 4, the Cullinan 5, the Cullinan 6, all of which were inherited by the British royal family. So it's
Wow.
by far the largest diamond ever
Yes.
found. I mean, it's
Yeah.
literally 600 carats more than the recent find.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is the difference quality makes.
Oh, yes,
And if
definitely.
you hear from me when I talk about diamonds, the only return is beauty. These qualify.
Yes.
The crown jewels qualify as the most beautiful in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that we're going to see anything. We're going to talk about some valuable diamonds in next week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
But I think where we're going to end up next week, and let's wait and see,
Yeah.
is that the crown jewels, the Cullinan diamonds cut from the Cullinan rough,
Yes.
will be the pinnacle, the most valuable in the world.
Oh, definitely. I agree.
think they're priceless.
Priceless.
And so I don't think when we do the 10 next week on the most valuable that we're going to see the values that rise anywhere near the Cullinan.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I agree. It's out of this world.
It's out of this world.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just unbelievable that a diamond that big was ever found. And here's what's happening with these stones, you guys, so you understand. The mines are closing. Diamond mining is becoming a dodo bird.
Oh, it is.
Right? It's not going to increase the value or the rarity of anything you have on your finger because it's out of a mine versus what comes out of a laboratory, unfortunately, because no one can tell the difference. But these diamonds, with the mines closing, and basically what we saw, and we're going to talk about this with valuable diamonds next week, is the Argyle Pink Diamond Mine that I was a authorized partner with, and one of the first in the world to deal directly with these most concentrated forms of wealth on earth, natural fancy Argyle pink and red and blue and green diamonds, not green, blue, violet,
Yes.
is we're going to see prices that astound.
Oh,
It's the most concentrated wealth on earth, these
Yeah.
colored diamonds. And we're talking diamonds here. Most of what we've talked about today have been white or the incomparable is brown and yellow. But yeah, so there's some really interesting things about this aspect of the industry that you're going to learn. The mines are closing, driving the prices of these rare mine diamonds up. How does that affect you? How does that affect the diamond in your ring? We're going to
Yes.
talk about that as well.
Yeah, we got some more juicy stuff to talk about next
Is
episode.
it lab grown or is it mined? What choice do you make today?
What choice do you make?
We're the Global Diamond Broker. This has been, this is your third episode.
This
I
has been
guess.
my third
It's
episode.
episode 113 overall, so it'll be
Yeah.
easy to do the math, which isn't your strong suit, apparently.
Yes, it's not, but we're not going to talk about that.
But yeah, come back next week. Let's talk about prices. I'm sorry, I'm a fog this week. I don't know
No.
why.
It's okay. It's a foggy day this morning, and he's got a little bit
I
of a
don't
fog
want them
brain.
to hear this. I'm going to ask Judy to edit this stuff out.
Okay.
So let's do the close again. Why
Okay.
don't you do the close?
Okay. And there you have it, guys. We went ahead with the 10 most valuable and
No.
largest diamonds.
Largest,
Diamonds.
maybe most valuable.
Okay. And there you have it, guys. We went through the list of the 10 largest and maybe most valuable diamonds in the world.
Does size count? We're
Does
going to
it?
answer the question.
Ooh.
Your choices.
Yes.
Do I buy a lab grown or mined diamond today, and what's the difference? It's all going to end up there. We're setting it up so you understand.
Love
Does
it.
size count? What's the difference? What's value really mean in a diamond? How rare does rare have to be?
Very rare. So stay
And-
tuned.
Is beauty the new currency in the diamond world?
Oh, I love that. I would say
Think
yes.
about the last two we talked about.
Ooh.
They ain't cutting it
Yeah.
because it doesn't cut it.
Love it.
Okay? That was good, right?
That was good.
That
I
was
love
good.
it.
Love having you guys here. Welcome to episode 113. You've got questions. We've got the answers. DM us. Reach out. If you want us to talk about things here on the podcast, just let us know.